Stream's up. Alright. What's up? It's got to work. I definitely have enough to buy the roll costume, but... Actually, do I have enough to buy other upgrades that are worth it? Okay, I think the only one that really matters is the Charge Buster upgrade. Where is 2 again? Hi, Pixel. Oh, I need to get my... out of the chat overlay. I don't know how viable it's going to be to do everything. Or... I don't know how viable it is to do everything in this. Soul Read. I think the soft goal for today is, like, try and do everything in tier 2. I don't think tier 2 has any, like, big stinkers. Also, I'm just buster onlying this for fun. It's gonna take me a while to, like, remember how to do this first corner go. Yeah, I'm just not taking it carefully enough. So I'm not jumping to prevent it from shooting like I need to be. I'll try to lap out that one fucked up log placement when I get there. I hesitated. I think I'll just try and get a run to that frog enemy and just, like, spam stuff. Like, spam different strats until something works. Yeah, just, like, speedrun the stage until you get there. No consideration for damage or anything. That synced up surprisingly well with the music for a sec. Okay, yeah, this is the checkpoint. Oh, no audio. Maybe it's a specific, like, slide distance? Like, jump from a specific slide distance. I think that's the first idea I have. I gotta be in a safe spot to respawn. Is that the method? That might be the method. Just like bait, essentially. Yeah, they don't have the height to clear that, so now it's a complete non-issue. I was about to say that would be a good full game track, but if you're like trying to no-hit this full game, you're not Buster onlying it. If you're trying it Buster only, MAGMML1R 80%, you're just stupid, I think. I wish the games before 3 had a less annoying way of, like, speedrun resetting than exiting and re-entering the stage. Oops. Yeah, just jump preemptively before it shows up. I'll probably just do a couple like speedrun attempts at this stage for funsies once I get the run. Oh, I just misspaced it. I was looking at the enemy placement and not myself. Oh, you can do that? You could, like, just shoot 2 normal shots and it kills it? I didn't know that's how these worked in this engine. That's actually really cool. Very dodgy, but whatever. Oops. I was just charging out of force of habit and I just let it rip. Oops. almost backed that up? Surprised that was that back operable. I forget ever listening to this album. I'm gonna level here. Did I even listen to this? Maybe this showed up on like the music league I was in. Or it's on my Discover Weekly. Long story short, I just forget ever coming into contact with this. I mean, I'm fucking with it, but I just have no memory of ever listening to this. Oh, this part sounds familiar. That was a really fast Joe kill. Okay, I gotta figure out how to deal with that snake now. I actually got surprisingly nervous once I got past the frog, but I think that's just because there's so much improv you have to do immediately after. Dude, that's just a scary situation to be in, even besides the frog. Like, you got the frog dead, oh, now you got the cannon Joes, and, I don't know what they're actually called, they kind of play, like, messed up versions of the bats. Not even messed up, they play, like, worse versions of, Mega Man 2 Woodman stage bats. But they're just such they're just placed in such hard spots to avoid. And I don't even know if, like, hard spots to avoid, but it's, like, hard to avoid their bullets more than anything. Avoiding them is fine. It's just they combine with every other enemy in that part of the screen to make a really nasty sequence. I guess is how I would say it. Stage is a bit harder than I expected for Buster only. Still not like outrageously bad, but like if this was a DL1.2, this would definitely be a choke point. Ah, I just couldn't get the shot off. Yeah, and if you go too far to the left, you just respawn the crazy rages. It is such a hard encounter. But it's not even like a one that I'm like mad about. It seems like something that would just feel like enemy spin, but it always feels like I can do something, and it's just kind of a matter of processing what it is that's worth dealing with. Which is fun. I kind of missed stages that were actually like some degree of challenging after grinding DL1.2 where the stage gameplay is complete piss. I like that strut. Good roll. Very good roll. I found out a couple days ago there's a GD level of this song, and it's genuinely one of the best levels I've seen in recent memory. Got rated like not too long ago too. I just killed them all too early. There's so much stuff you have to account for, but it's genuinely, like, fun. It's just a bit annoying to play the whole stage beforehand. I don't know if I'd call this the first good stage of the game, but it's definitely the first stage that's actually, like, interesting for no hits. Especially Buster only. I don't think after the snake there's too much hard stuff left. I think the final section is pretty free. In comparison to green, anyway. I back these up. Oh, I just despawned it. This thing is so hard to deal with. I gotta log this out. I think something like that is what I need to do. Yeah, it does kind of just seem like a bit of a crapshoot on whether or not you get the little frogs. Like, you kind of just gotta tank it if you don't. Second day in a row, some version of this song is roll on stream. Last time it was the studio version, though. Tried whistling the vocal melody before realizing I cannot do that and focus on green sex shit at the same time. I just got the bottom instead of the top. That's really frustrating. Did I just hit the D? Did I just hit my slide key, but I was trying to two-finger mash? I don't think I've ever done that before somehow. Or if I have, it was on a game that didn't have a slide bind, so it just didn't matter. Come on. I think I just don't like this snake encounter. If I'm just continually getting fucked over by it, I'll just look up a video at some point. Really good first turn, holy. Okay, I feel like just doing some speedrun attempts. Oh, I did the weird transition thing. Where you let go of charge shot in the middle of a transition and you just get a non-charged shot while maintaining your charge. I still don't know what in this engine causes it. It's just a thing that can happen. I think you just gotta tank the actual enemy instead of trying to shoot it. And deboost off the blocks. Yeah, I think deboosting off those, like, bootleg tellies is probably the best way. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go back to no damage attempts. I don't feel like doing the health management for this. Like, here's the thing, I don't think anything in this is that bad until I get to the literal, like, last stage of this, which is probably a third hardest. So I don't foresee this taking unreasonably long. And it's probably gonna get moved to the back burner when I have more time to do, like, real grinds. I'm just starting this up because I don't have the time to start a full game grind, like, right now, but I probably will in a couple weeks. Come on! That's what you let the shot out? Are we serious, man? Hello, watches you? You can't be doing that. You can't be watching me. I'm unwatchable. My stream is unwatchable. I mean, do you really think anybody would be streaming this with the intent of it being watched? Come on now. Come on now. Hi, Citrus. Good luck, Mark. Good luck, Mark. I can't say I'm familiar with this work. This is outside of my range of expertise. Oops. Okay, good backup. Come on, that snake is literally so fucking shit. Next time I get hit to it, I'm just looking at the video for how to deal with it. Oops. I should probably try to stick to a specific area after the first, after the frog is gone. So I run minimal risk of respawning crazy areas. Don't know why I charged onto that before it was going the other way, I just felt compelled to. chill. Okay, I'm just looking at the better strat for this snake because what am I doing? That was like the best attempt of that snake that I got, but still not great. I just gotta figure out how the hell you deal with this. Like remotely consistently. Okay, just like standing, you're just standing completely still and then jumping back and forth basically. Like so. That's not that bad. I'm just making things more complicated for myself. As I tend to do. For those of you wondering if Mega Man GM Brain is a thing, it is very much a thing. It's kind of terminal in scenarios. Yeah, we kinda suck if he was that. That'd be fucked up. Oops. Chaos and devastation. I made the chaos and devastation mistake, you hate to see it. almost got out of that. I think you want to deal with the flying enemy before you deal with the cannon Joe. Because the cannon Joe just, like, accentuates the difficulty of dodging the flying enemy shots in that area. Like, if it was one or the other, it wouldn't be hard, but it is harder to dodge the flying enemy in isolation than it is to dodge the cannon Joe in isolation, because the cannon Joe in isolation is 100% consistent. And is always going to do the same thing, while the flying enemy is homing in on you. I need to re-listen to this album, dude. I fucked up my strat! Ah! Hold on, let me reset. I forgot that's what I need to do. No funny business. Just do that. Don't even try to jump the first cycle. Just charge and unload when you jump. Oh, I need to space that out further. You can't just, like, be as close to the wall without touching it as possible. You need to be a bit further removed. Oops. Okay, it's fine. I'll play out. I'll play it out. Just for experience. Okay, good thing I practiced this, because this is a lot harder than I remember it being. Or not even harder, just like chokeable, and also I haven't played it as much. And also it's just kind of hard to see, to be honest. Did funny business again award. You don't even need to charge, really. You can just mash. It's probably better to just mash, because it lets you get more shots in easily. Like, you can't even reliably get another shot in after a charge shot in that air time. I hate doing that. I can avoid it, I just forget to account for it. So I'm like, well, I just need to mash the frog down. It's basically just like an instant loss waiting to happen because of the adjustments you have to make. I think if this stops being fun, I'll just do it with weapons. I knew he was at like 1 HP left and I tried to be greedy. I think I found this from like a Radio Garden session? I don't even remember if it's good or not. Hi, Pixel! Okay, yeah, this is good. I just wasn't sure if this had, like, a goofy-sounding drop that I forgot about. I was fully prepared for, like, a Living Tombstone-ass drop that I just scrubbed from my memory on this song. I guess I have been live for an hour, huh? That is how that works. I think this is starting to wear a little thin on my patience. Not extremely, but I wouldn't be opposed to just like black hole bombing some shit and calling it a day. But I don't know. I just don't want the non-trouble stages in this to take too long. Even if I know I'm capable of buster-onlying them. I think the only one that I'm kind of worried about that isn't a Wily stage is Maze of Death. Which is like tier 3, I want to say? Yeah, it's tier 3. I almost got out of that? Oh. Really good movement throughout that entire screen, Jesus. Oh yeah, I guess you were here. Hi, you again. I wasn't able to get out of the way in time? I guess I was just like preoccupied with trying to kill that frog. That's the hard part about that part of the screen, just like having the processing ability to see everything. I should probably just start using Charge Shot, but you kinda need to mash down everything else in that room, so Charge Shot is just naturally not that appealing for that room. Like, that's a very uncharged shot coded room. Fuck, I thought I had more room. I'm kind of sunk cost fallacying myself a little mentally, because I'm like, I already have snake passes. I already have yellow entries. Come on! Never before seen. I kind of forgot I just have like a good chunk of Pablo Honey in the playlist. I think the only reason that I'm like notably positive on it is just that I grew up listening to a lot of like 90s alt-rocky stuff with my dad. So I'm just kind of like, I have a soft spot for stuff that sounds like this, even if I recognize that it's not that interesting. Honestly, maybe I should just start trying to book it. If I accidentally spawn another set of frogs. None of my slide inputs were coming out, and then I just completely whiffed the charge shot because my movement was off. I think you get mashing privileges back when you're, like, close to killing. That you'll kill during the startup animation. That looks sketchy, but it's fine. Come on! That's such a horrible set of placements. I'm just gonna look up how to deal with that placement too. Okay, like get close to the center and then just micro walk. Like I'm fine with the placements in green being what they are. That's just a very bad set of placements on muster only anyway. Extremely annoying to deal with. Bye, Nins. Bye. I was N++. Nice, nice. Ooh, good attempt. Ooh, 6K, nice. Okay, almost got a PB on this stage, but this is like... This is just like part of what I'm going for. Basically, I'm just trying to just get a sweep of every stage of this game damageless, which actually hasn't been done before. I think every stage except the last stage of the game has been done, but the last hasn't, so... I'm gonna go for it, and it's probably gonna be a third hardest. But everything before that is fairly chill. I'm just like doing a self-imposed challenge on this stage because I thought it would be fun to do. The stage is really fun to just move around in the blue section. Oops. Okay, it's fine. Oh, you didn't beat either of them? I mean, it's fine. I just thought they'd be baited, is all. Okay, green is not extremely scary anymore, besides the frog section. Or really all of pre-green. Yay! Past that section. Oh. Oops. Okay, those magnets don't respawn. Good to know. Kind of frustrating death, but had my hand forced a bit, so it's fine. So just stall out. Just stall out. It is kind of fun to, like, come up with problems, or come up with situations to the problems that this game throws at me kind of on the spot. I do like the feeling of having to, like, improv a situation you haven't seen before, as well as, like, labbing in this game is much more fun than labbing in any other game. What you know about the spectral theorem for matrices with all real entries? What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? I should probably remove this song from my playlist. I'm not moved by it. Remind me to remove it at some point. You're just so locked down by the turrets. Or not even turrets, by the, like, flying thingies. A real n by n matrix A is only orthogonally diagonalizable if and only if... Oh, I misread it. A real n times n matrix A is only... I'm adding only where it doesn't need to be. A parentheses real n by n matrix A is orthogonally diagonalizable. Yeah, okay. No, that is diagonalizable. A real N by N matrix A is orthogonally diagonalizable. Girl who can't speak, girl who can't speak. A real N by N matrix A is orthogonally diagonalizable if and only if A is symmetric. I mean, I'll take your word for it. Personally, I could make an asymmetric orthogonally diagonalizable N by N matrix A, but I'm not you. Or at least I think I could. I feel like I have the means. I forgot Aesop Rock was on this song. I think the Pickleman in Yellow is kind of the new Public Enemy #1. Spectral theorem will stop you, I fear. I gap spectral theorem. I upscale. Fuck, I just remembered there's one song on this album where on my first listen to it, I just heard the phrase "the pesta control." I forget which song it even was. I just DM'd it to Aurora and she was like, fuck, I hear it. Yeah, I need to. Why did it not bait? Please simply get baited. Oh. I'm gonna take a look at this DM. I have checked the DM. It's a good DM. It's not anything that I, like, can't show on stream, I just don't feel compelled to. Like, I don't need to make posts about it, but it's also just, like, not worth detouring to show. I think maybe if I don't get this in the next couple minutes, I'll just pop Metal Blade and put an end to this. Because, like, I feel like if I had save state practice, I would be through this a lot quicker. But it's just a lot more annoying to practice fan game stuff than ROM hack stuff. Yeah, I'm heavily considering just shelving the Buster only idea for now, and coming back to it later, if I feel like it, as like a montage clip. Maybe try to go for, like, perfect run world record or something, like speedrun world record. I still need to listen to Born Like This in full. I somehow haven't. fucking good and like no one talks about it. This is like a sleeper odds man this user. As I was saying, this is like a sleeper top 3 pop album for me probably. I was just thinking about it last night, I'm like, it really just is that good, huh? That's what's supposed to happen at other times. Fucking oops! Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go... I think we just gotta metal plate this guy, Steven. This game has really good weapons, to be fair. It is a very fun weapon set, I like it a lot. Even if it is kind of overpowered. In a way that's not as interesting as, like, the high power level of later MAGMML games. Like, these are all just extremely self-evidently good weapons. Besides maybe Magic Card. Not even that helpful. I think it's just being able to right throw. That's like the crux of why it would be good. Oh, I think that's what I need to do. Just Buster everything I can Buster, and then Black Hole Bomb for safety. It's probably going to be more useful in yellow than it is in green, because I've already learned green now. That it's basically just like I need to learn a new strat. That will be unfailable, but I need to fail to make it unfailable in the future. You feel? Oh, this rolling is reminding me. A couple weeks ago I re-listened to Gemini. Maybe not even a couple weeks, I think it was like a week or two ago. Still probably the best 90s rap album. I was thinking I might like shrink on it a bit, and now it's still that good. I need to re-listen to the Infamous to like know what definitively my number one is, though. Oh wait, no, I need to still deal with that one. Then we Black Hole Bomb. Metal Blade in a game with a slide is kind of jank feeling, is the thing. It's something you never really think about until you play a game with Metal Blade in it that has a slide. I think you can turn off down plus jump slide in these games, but that's blasphemous to me, even though very obviously rely on slide button a lot. Like, it's just easier to do smooth movement with slide button. I think the reason that the weapon roster in 1 is what it is just that they, like, let people vote on any weapon they wanted to see, and they didn't, like, put it into categories at all, while every other MAGMML game has the weapons split into categories. For, like, weapon voting purposes. So you kind of just have, like, an offensive powerhouse, but you don't really have that much utility, which I think is kind of interesting. It's just kind of beat the shit out of everything. Which is broken in its own way, but also you can't, like, rely on, like, a jewel satellite, for example. I don't remember if Magic Card picks up pickups. But if it doesn't, then also you can't rely on Hornet Chaser. And even if you can, Hornet Chaser is a way safer of a way to get pickups. For, I think, obvious reasons. Oh. Why am I doing worse with this strat? It's literally safer and easier. I think I did underestimate this stage a little bit. It's still not outrageously hard, but it's making me put a lot more work in than I thought it would. I had the pause on the pickup and I was like, huh? Did I take damage without realizing it? But then I realized, oh, I actually am using weapons now, so... That's a possibility. Fuck! Why did I use Solar Blaze there? I should have used Black Hole Bomb for safety. I think I'm just not in a Radiohead mood today. Or more specifically, just like a Radiohead that isn't in Rainbows mood today. Like, if the song off in Rainbows rolls, I'm letting it rock. being able to cover vertically is, like, probably the single best thing that weapons do for you in this game. Just being able to hit on a different elevation level than you are is really good. Makes it way easier to play safe. You do have a lot more options for shooting up than you do shooting down. Like, black hole bomb is more like a trap, if anything. It's not really something that you want to be using in, like, an actual... It's not really something that you want to be using in, like, the close quarters fight. It's more of just, you have the room to set this up, now set it up. I think I'm just gonna end stream that episode, probably. Top 20 grade raises. I saw like 3 or 4 of them, Jesus. I think that was just like hurting through our own, playing it safe and killing the last frog with down Metal Blade. Hi, Amy. I'm probably gonna be ending stream soon, but thanks for showing up. Yep, that's what's happening. I've been trying to do this stage for an hour, and I've kind of just thrown in the towel a little and decided to get myself rid of the self-imposed challenge I was doing on top of just trying to no damage this. Unfortunately, my strats for the self-imposed challenge are better than taking it off, so, like, I'm kind of still getting fucked. But it is what it is. I'll probably come back and, like, redo the self-imposed challenge at some point. I can probably get it in, like, another, like, 30 minutes. I just don't think it's worth 30 minutes for right now. Maybe, like, 20, actually. I should. Westcord seems amusing. And quite magical, if I must say. Come on! I fucking hate that enemy type. There has to be a more... Oh, wait. I should probably just spam it with Solar Blaze. I think Solar Blaze is better than that. It's kind of funny how even when I'm, like, doing neutral stages, I just inevitably come up with strats that are, like, stuff that you would want to use in a full game run. I think it's just that I, like, don't preoccupy myself with speed unless... Or, like, I don't preoccupy myself with speed on hard parts. It's cool to do parts that aren't that hard fast, but if I can do a hard part slow and make it extremely difficult, I will do that. and then just kind of have the speed I play the rest of the stage at, like, make up the difference. Come on! And that would have respawned too? Sometimes I forget I've listened to this album in full. I completely blanked on the fact it was called Pinata. I almost called the album Scarface because of the first song. I think it's like technically the second, but first. You know what I mean. I thought the album was called Scarface for a second, because that's what the one song is called. For a decent while, I thought that song had the line, "He got the beat in his meat crumbs," and then I looked it up, and then I realized that was not what was being said, but I kind of thought that that was much funnier than what was actually said. Watch this be the clearer challenge. Nope! We're not clearing on the misheard Scarface lyrics attempt. Probably a good thing. Or the attempt after. I think the game just does not fuck with me a little, but I'm stubborn. I'll go for another like 5-10 minutes. I wonder if there's anything that actually, like, determines how long the hot dog fire spit is for. I think it's probably just random, but I can see this engine. Maybe turn this up. Yeah, she's here now. Evie has arrived to the space. But Evie, the function. It's like a record spin-off thing, I think. It is that thing in Aurora Record, yeah. Come on! Stop shooting, like, right when I'm about to, like, I'm already, like, mentally just like, oh, he's not gonna shoot again, and then he just does. Actual rage bait. That's right. Like, I'm pretty sure there was still a bullet on the screen, or if there wasn't, there was one, like, very recently on the screen. This just doesn't give me a break. Oops. Okay, I think that's the strat, like, automatically. Done. Already done. Did it does respawning him, like, reset his HP or something? I was one hit away, and I had to deal with that enemy, and he was, like, back to 10 HP. I am getting farmed by this. To be fair, anything with like nuance or jank in a fan game is going to result in more deaths than it would be in a ROM hack, just due to the nature of practice methods. You are much more able to figure out what's going on with jank when you can save state. If MAGMML1.2 bosses were in a fan game, I would be tearing my hair out during that grind. It's less bad for bosses anyway, because usually they're easier to refight than going through stages, but fuck, man. I think Rock Force does have save state in some version of it. Like, just outright, like, speedrun, like, or, I don't remember if they were, like, specifically, like, for speedrun learners, or, like, a debug thing, but that you can save state in a version of Rock Force, which moves that much higher up on the docket than most other, like, traditional notes. I'll probably just when this song is over. But you're kind of make it a non-issue. Why did I get greedy again? I think I'm just getting impatient. Which is why I'm playing Snake like that. It just kind of feels like I'm having like a 1 hour saga with a tier 3 golden. You know how it is. I'd say 1 hour saga with a tier 3 golden, like I am good enough to be doing tier 3s in 1 hour. Arguably, I have one tier 3. I would argue that the tier 3 I have 7 egg is not tier 3. Come on, man. Are we serious? Probably like 1 or 2 more points. Actually get it. Why am I resetting it purple? Oh, that is a safe area. I was just kind of assuming that the hitbox is weird and you'd get hit if you stayed. rage bait. I'll do like... I was gonna say I'm gonna do like one mushroom attempt. I'm not doing yellow mushroom. This is the last attempt. Assuming it gets to green, which it probably should. It's not like nerves or anything, because I stopped being nervous a while ago. It's just ridiculous situations. I quite literally be in situations. Through doing this, I, on a spiritual level, know what cargo shorts taste like. I could compare the taste of a hamburger to them. Because that's how many situations I'm in right now. Did that land, like, at all? I don't know if that landed. That probably didn't land, but it was funny to me. It's funny to me. I guess we're ending there. That's rage bait, but what is it at this point? Welcome to rage. Luigi's on the pace, but I'm not raging. Okay, nope. I don't think anybody who's like raidable at all is doing anything, but fun stream, even though I was kind of just like getting farmed a little, is what it is. But actually, is there anybody in the category? I'll see if I'll probably just read Monica. Yeah, I didn't realize it live, but Monica seems to be in play. Fun stream, even though it was only me doing one level and getting rage baited by it repeatedly. It's a fun level when you're not getting rage baited by it, and that's what matters. I definitely win this next time I stream this, and probably get a lot more tier 2 progress, but we'll just see how it plays out. Bye.